Welcome to things I wish I knew earlier in Lego Fortnite Part 2. Starting off with the first thing, as you can see, I have an axe in my hand. So let's say you are cutting down trees or gathering any sort of material. As you can see, every hit makes the duration of your weapon go down or the item you are using. Get around this so when it breaks, you never have to fix it or ever worry about it breaking. All you need to do is place whatever item you want into your chest. You can make a chest anywhere you go. For example, we're going to put this axe, this crossbow, and this sword in. And then once they are placed inside, we are going to back out and we are just going to go ahead and destroy this chest. Now, this might get patched. I'm not too sure yet. You get your materials back. Now, if you have a look, once we equipped all the weapons, they are all fully recharged and not, well, basically repaired, essentially, is what I'm saying to you. So it is a nice little trick to get around having to deal with that. The next trick is going to be stuff to do with gathering items. Let's say you have nothing to be able to gather. What you're going to want to do is build a crafting bench, put it as close as you possibly can, and then you are going to go ahead and destroy it. Now, the reason you do that is because it damages and blows up everything next to it. And it is a cheap way or a quicker way to get materials. You can see here, it doesn't work on everything this big. It only works on smaller items. And again, we can go ahead and do this to the rock. As we do this next to the rock now. And you can see there, we have destroyed the rock. So it is a really quick way to get granite nice and early. And you can also combine this next to things as well. We have destroyed that. As long as a piece of material hits a tree, or hits any sort of item you want, it will basically destroy it. And you can just keep doing this over and over again. Now, if this has helped you out in any way so far and you want to support the channel, you can type in code NANIC and you can basically support this content by supporting me, support creator. So into our next tip, let's say we are wandering out in the dark and we are cold, as you can see in the symbol in the top left. If we do equip the torch, we will immediately become hot. Yes, things can see you, but you don't have to worry about losing health and being cold. All you have to do is go ahead and craft a torch and you'll be able to progress through. You just entered the cave and you always get lost in the cave. You want to make sure you've got a lot of these torches because what you can do is throw these torches down and they can be like your marker of where to go later on. So let's say you have 4 or 5 torches. You can throw them ahead and be like, there's one torch here, there's one there, that must be the way out. So when we make our way into the cave and we run around, you can see the torch so far away that you can just go, okay, the torch was here, take it and you can pick it back up again. Put it into your inventory and then go ahead and look for the next torch. Very, very nice trick to do there to be able to find your way back out the cave if you ever get lost. Let's say you're making a brand new survival game mode and there are a few things that you do not like when you are in the game. For example, you want to turn off hunger, you can turn it off. If you want to turn off the stamina, you can also turn it off and you can go through every single thing. Like, for example, if you were to die and you lose your items, you can turn it off so that would never happen. You're still playing in survival mode, it's just a custom mode. Now, another trick you can do, let's say you select any one of these worlds, you want to straight away change the seed number to a number that you want to use. So let's call it seed 1. The reason why we do this, if we go into start on our survival map, we can press start, go into the game as number 1 as a seed. Once you go into this world, what's going to happen is you're in survival mode, as you know. So we have loaded into our brand new mode we have just created, and we are going to go ahead and build just a campfire so you can see that this will carry over. So now our campfire has been built, we are going to go ahead and leave the world. Now, the reason why we are doing this is because there is a way to be able to find all the items you need nice and early. So when we go to our world selector, we can go back over and create a brand new world. And for example, we select the slot, we go over to Sandbox, and we can turn it into seed number 1. That means then it's going to be the same world as we used before. The Sandbox, select the same one that all has been selected, and we're going to go into our world. Now, the reason we're going to do this is because this is going to copy the exact world that you have made. So everything that you find in this Sandbox mode will be in your main game in survival mode as well. So we have loaded it into the map again, and it's going to be the exact same place we were before in our map. But what we can do now is we can go into fly mode by double tapping, and then we can fly straight up once I learn how to do it. And you can see here, this is the exact same place where we put our fire. Now we can fly around and have a look in the mountains, look for caves, look for water, and anything else that we need while using this mode. Now, this is a fantastic thing to do, especially if you're new to the game and you want to have a little exploration around first and find where all the items are. Now, you can obviously fly around very, very quick. Not only that, we have everything available to us to be able to build things in terms of rockets, etc., to fly around even more. But it is a nice trick to have when you want to explore the map. So, for example, this is the area that we spawned in before. We can put our campfire down like we did just a second ago. We go into the off-world with the same seed number, and now we're in the exact same world. Everything's been copied over. Of course, there are no enemies or anything like that, but you can add them in if you want to. But what you can do is go ahead and look for caves, look for chests. For example, there's a chest at the top here, and much more to know where to go, where the best items are. So another thing I wish I knew earlier, which is probably obvious to quite a few of you, is if you actually get these health charms, they actually increase your health overall. So we're going to go ahead and make a few of these, and I'll show you exactly how to equip them. So as we make our last one here, so now that we have one selected, we can actually go ahead and pop this in here. And as you can see, we've now got ourselves 5 hearts in the top left. The more that we pick up and the more that we equip, the more hearts we get. So we put another one in. Now we've got ourselves 6 hearts. And we can pick up the last one once the cat moves out of the way, as we picked it up there. And now we're going to have 9 hearts of health, which is absolutely huge for the start of the game. Now, obviously, you know, to get your health up, you need to eat some food. So as you can see, we've now got ourselves 9 hearts of health. Now, there is another thing you can do with these boulders. I don't know how useful it's going to be to a few of you, but you can use them as either weapons or to destroy things in terms of rocks, trees, etc., to help you gather more material. So as we push this boulder towards this branch, depending on momentum, you can see that it will destroy trees very quickly for you. So if you don't want to do the crafting method, but you want to get some wood quick, you can use the boulder as a weapon to push things around. And there is one more trick to show you in today's video. So we have made it to the brute. I've actually died trying to do this already. It's very difficult to do, but what you can do with these brutes is you can destroy things around. For example, if he runs at us or shoots things at us, it will destroy materials for you, which is a quicker way to pick up materials, of course. Very risky, but if you need materials, and if he charges at you and you run towards the water, if you can get him to go into the water, it will instant kill him as well. So another thing to be careful of.